friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania to bring you all the latest news and insights from the football world. It was a packed atmosphere, Salt Lake Stadium buzzing with energy, and the rapture of fans was just outstanding. The build up was great, and to be honest, it was an outstanding match if you are a fan of the Blue Tigers. And guess what? I was expecting a really strong lineup. The first of the three qualifiers of the AFC Asian Cup was always going to be very crucial for the Indian national team to start well. And coming up against a lower ranked team like Cambodia with a quite inexperienced coach like Keisuke Honda, it was going to be advantage India. And if you look at both teams, they were playing, for example, Cambodia were playing with a standard 5-3-2 formation. They were ready to hit India on the counter attack. But with the kind of pace that Cambodia has and only two-man forward line, it was quite difficult for them to penetrate through India's defense. And India's defense was rock solid throughout the match. In the first half, Sandesh Jingan and Anwar Ali were ensuring that nothing goes beyond them. And I think Gurpreet Sandhu had one of the most lonely games. He was not getting touches in his own half, and that is how dominant India were in the first half. But what is the purpose of this possession when you are not able to penetrate through the opposition? This is my only criticism of this team. They have all the possession in the world. They like to spray in passes, and sometimes I feel that they can inject that intensity into the game, which will ensure that they end up in a goal. And this was actually quite crucial for India to start well. And Liston Colasso on the left hand side was again making those penetrative runs. He was creating all sorts of havoc for Cambodia's right hand side of the defense. And I must say it was a very well deserved penalty for India in the 12th minute. Colasso was tripped in the box. There was no question about that. But the only outcome which India wanted to see was to see the referee giving the penalty. And captain, leader, legend Sunil Chhetri said, "No, this is my penalty. I have the balls to take penalty in the biggest games of India, and I am the one who will be taking up this penalty." He buried the ball into the bottom corner. Yes, the keeper guessed in the right way, but it was just too far beyond him, and 1-0 to Team India. That energized the crowd, that galvanized the squad, and the entire complexion of the match changed. Soon after that goal, India was looking quite controlled in midfield. They were composed on the ball. They were not misplacing all their passes. So that was one very good sign for India. But when you are coming up against better oppositions, I'm sure that they will not get enough time and space on the ball. Their decision making has to be quick, and to do that, a lot of things have to happen on the training pitch. If that doesn't happen, India is failing. I'm sorry, but just by seeing a very scintillating performance against Cambodia, we cannot get carried away. In the second half, I expected India to dominate. They were, just loitering around with the players. It was a walk in the park for the team, and they just took the foot off the gas. And I just felt that they could have gone for the jugular. They could have scored more goals. However, once again, it became 2-0 in the 60th minute. Sunil Chhetri with a very clever header in the far post, and by his celebration you could make out that he was not quite excited because he wanted his team players to do more with the ball. And if they had that energy to take that risk and penetrate through Cambodia's defense, India could have scored at least 5 or 6 goals. This is why Sunil Chhetri was so frustrated. Every time he was making those runs, there was not a ball which was delivered to him. This is something which India needs to work on. They need to play direct football as well. They cannot just keep the possession, playing sideways, backwards and forwards, and ensure that nothing happens. What is the use of that possession? You are just trying to kill the game and nothing like that. You need to be that purposeful team. You need to have the risk. You need to have that charisma in you, and you need to take your chances. It is as simple as that. If you don't take that additional risk, what is the point of playing football if you just have to keep the possession? This is my main criticism why Igor Stimac, once again, his team, his tactics was spot on, but just the way the intensity was there in the match was quite lackluster. At times I was watching the match, and It was like I was just seeing 11 players happy to have the ball and not putting it into the back of the net. Then why are you just playing football? That's my biggest question. And once again, once it became 2-0, it was just about consolidating that lead. Doing nothing stupid or silly at the back, which meant that India kept a clean sheet for a long time, and it was a massive win leading up to the match against Afghanistan. Well, talking about Afghanistan, they will be a really completely different opposition. They have that physicality, they have the intensity, and they can hit India on the counter attack. Let's be honest here. Do you think India is comfortable with this 2-0 win and topping the table with 3 points? I don't think so. There are still a lot of things to work on defensively, and it was really good to see Suresh Wangjam covering up in the defensive area as well, playing that CDM's role to perfection. And this is where I feel that these youngsters need to get that game time. He has matured as a player, and not only him, we saw players like Liston Colasso, we saw players like Manveer Singh on the right. He was dying to get the ball, he was desperate in those situations to get the ball and affect the game. And I just feel that they will still have the scope of maturing as players. They will get that experience. Their decision making on the ball and off the ball will be quite better when they reach at least 75 caps for the Blue Tigers. And I have to say, the crowd was amazing. However, the actual attendance for the match was roughly 27,000 fans. Well, this is one of the biggest stadiums in India with a capacity of, I think, more than 1 lakh, and we saw only 27,000 fans. This is not a big surprise because football is still not the most dominant sport in this country. And if football has to flourish, the community has to be engaged. And I have said this umpteen number of times that the fans have to come into the stadiums and support the team. This is where the team will feel energized as a unit and perform, give their 100% on the pitch, and the results will follow. It is as simple as that. But this team is working hard. They're on the right track now that they've won the first match. Now all the eyes will be on 11th of June where they'll be taking on Afghanistan. So guys, please let me know who was your man of the match for this crucial first encounter against Cambodia. Do you think India has what it takes to qualify for the AFC Asian Cup next year? Please put your thoughts in the comment section. And if you like this video, please do not forget to hit the like button. So until next time, stay safe and take care.